Hello students, hope all are fine. Exercise 1.3, question number 5. Find the product using suitable properties. Sub question A, 26 multiplied by minus 48 plus minus 48 multiplied by minus 36. Observe the numbers of the question. Here we need to add the answer of 26 multiplied by minus 48 and the answer of minus 48 multiplied by minus 36. Both the answers we have to add. So make our calculation easier. Let us follow some easy tricks. Here 26 and minus 36 are multiplied by the same number, that is minus 48. So take minus 48 as common as per the distributive property. Distributive property is A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. Distributive property helps us to make our calculations easier. In the left hand side of this property, first we'll add the numbers which are inside the bracket and then their total will multiply by another number. At the right hand side of this property, multiply first with each number within the bracket and then add. Let us apply the property in the given sum. So here A is equal to minus 48 because it is a common number. B is equal to 26 and C is equal to minus 36. Therefore, in the left hand side, minus 48 into 26 plus minus 36. And in the right hand side, minus 48 into 26 plus minus 48 into minus 36. Now, follow the left hand side of the property and continue the sum. So, in the left hand side, A into B plus C. A is equal to minus 48, B is equal to 26 and C is equal to minus 36. So, minus 48 into 26 plus minus 36. As per the property, first add the numbers which are inside the bracket. 26 plus minus 36. Here both the numbers have the unlike sign, so we can't add. Subtract the smaller absolute value from the greater absolute value. 36 minus 26 is 10. Write the sign of the number with the greater absolute value. It is minus 36. So its answer is minus 10. Now multiply minus 10 by minus 48. As per the rule of multiplication of integers, minus into minus is equal to plus. So, minus 48 into minus 10 is plus 480. Therefore, the answer is 480. Next sub question D. Minus 41 multiplied by 102. To follow the distributive property, the bigger number 102, expand and write as 100 plus 2. So, minus 41 into 100 plus 2. The formula of the distributive property is A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. Now apply the formula in the given sum. Here A is equal to minus 41, B is equal to 100 and C is equal to 2. So, minus 41 into 100 plus 2 is equal to minus 41 into 100 plus minus 41 into 2. Here, to make our multiplication easier, follow the right hand side of the formula and continue. In the right hand side, A into B plus A into C. Here A is equal to minus 41, B is equal to 100 and C is equal to 2. So minus 41 multiplied by 100 plus minus 41 multiplied by 2. Next step, multiply minus 41 by 100 According to the rule of the multiplication of integers, minus into plus is equal to minus. So minus 41 into 100 is minus 4100 plus next multiply minus 41 by 2. According to the rule of the multiplication of integers, minus into plus is equal to minus. So minus 41 into 2 is minus 82. Next step, add minus 4100 and minus 82. So minus 4100 plus minus 82. Here both the numbers have the same signs. So add their absolute values and write the same sign in the answer. 4100 plus 82 is 4182. So the answer is minus 4182. Look at the question. A certain freezing process requires that room temperature be lowered from 40 degrees Celsius at the rate of 5 degrees Celsius every hour. What will be the room temperature 10 hours after the process begins? Here, to lower the temperature of the room, a certain or a particular freezing process is required. The initial or actual room temperature before beginning the freezing process is 40 degrees Celsius. After beginning the freezing process, the room temperature decreases at 5 degrees Celsius per every hour. The question is, what will be the room temperature 10 hours after the freezing process begins? First statement is initial temperature. It means the actual room temperature before beginning the freezing process. It is 40 degrees Celsius. Second statement is room temperature decreases at 5 degrees Celsius per hour. It means rate of temperature decreases per every hour. It is 5 degrees Celsius. Next, therefore, temperature change in 1 hour is equal to minus 5 degrees Celsius because your temperature decreases per every hour 5 degrees Celsius. So we are considering this as minus 5 degrees Celsius. Next statement is temperature change in 10 hours. Temperature change in 1 hour is equal to minus 5 degrees Celsius. Then to find the temperature change in 10 hours, we have to multiply minus 5 degrees Celsius by 10 hours. So 10 into minus 5 degrees Celsius. According to the rule of the multiplication of integers, plus into minus is equal to minus. So 10 into minus 5 degrees Celsius is equal to minus 50 degrees Celsius. Therefore, temperature change in 10 hours is equal to minus 50 degrees Celsius. Now to find the room temperature after 10 hours, we have to add the initial temperature and temperature change in 10 hours. Therefore, room temperature after 10 hours is equal to initial temperature plus temperature change in 10 hours. So, initial temperature is 40 degrees Celsius plus temperature change in 10 hours is minus 50 degrees Celsius. 40 degrees Celsius plus minus 50 degrees Celsius. Here both the numbers have the different signs, so we can't add. Subtract the smaller absolute value from the greater absolute value. So 50 minus 40 is 10. Write the sign of the number with the greater absolute value, that is minus 50. So the answer is minus 10 degrees Celsius. Therefore, room temperature after 10 hours is equal to minus 10 degrees Celsius. Question number 8. A cement company earns a profit of rupees 8 per bag of white cement sold and loss of rupees 5 per bag of grey cement sold. Here, a cement company earns a profit on white cement bag is rupees 8 and loss on grey cement bag is rupees 5. Let us consider the profit rupees 8 as a positive integer and loss rupees 5 as a negative integer. Sub question A. The company sells 3000 bags of white cement and 5000 bags of grey cement in a month. What is its profit or loss? First statement is profit on white cement is equal to rupees plus 8 because profit is the positive integer. Second statement is loss on grey cement is equal to rupees minus 5 because loss is the negative integer. Third statement is profit on one bag of white cement is equal to rupees 8. Therefore, profit on 3000 bags of white cement is equal to rupees 8 multiplied by 3000. So, 3000 into 8 is 24,000. So, the answer is profit on 3000 bags of white cement is rupees 24,000. Now find out the loss. Next statement, loss on one bag of grey cement is equal to rupees minus 5. Therefore, loss on 5000 bags of grey cement is equal to rupees minus 5 multiplied by 5000. So, 5000 into 5 is rupees minus 25,000. So, the answer is loss on 5000 bags of grey cement is equal to rupees minus 25,000. So, profit is rupees 24,000 and loss is rupees 25,000. Which is more? Think, loss or profit. To find out the total profit or loss, we have to add total profit plus total loss. So, total profit or loss is equal to total profit plus total loss. Total profit is 24,000 and total loss is minus 25,000. So, 24,000 plus minus 25,000. Here both the numbers have the different signs, unlike signs. So we can't add. So subtract the smaller absolute value from the greater absolute value. So 25,000 minus 24,000 is equal to 1,000. Write the sign of the number with the greater absolute value, that is minus 25,000. So the answer is minus 1,000. Here the company earned loss. The total loss is rupees 1,000. Next sub question B. What is the number of white cement bags it must sell to have neither profit nor loss? If the number of grey bags sold is 6,400 bags. By observing the question, we understood that your company should have neither profit nor loss. It means no profit, no loss. If the company sold 6,400 bags of grey cement, to equalize the loss and profit, how many bags of white cement the company must be sell? Because when company sell the grey cement bags, it earns loss of rupees 5 on one bag of grey cement. Therefore, first let us find out the loss on 6,400 bags of grey cement. First statement is loss on one bag of grey cement is equal to rupees minus 5. Next statement is loss on 6,400 bags of grey cement is equal to rupees minus 5 multiplied by 6,400. Here both the numbers have the different signs. According to the rule of the multiplication of integers, minus into plus is equal to minus. So, minus 5 into 6,400 is equal to minus 32,000. Therefore, loss on 6,400 bags of grey cement is equal to rupees minus 32,000. Here, when company sells 6,400 bags of grey cement, it will earn the loss, that is rupees 32,000. So, to equalize the loss and profit, how many bags of white cement the company must be sell? Therefore, let the number of bags of white cement is equal to X. Next statement, profit on one bag of white cement is equal to rupees 8. Therefore, profit on X bags of white cement is equal to rupees 8 multiplied by X. So, 8 into X is equal to rupees 8X. Therefore, profit on X bags of white cement is equal to rupees 8X. When we add total profit and total loss, it should be equal to 0. Therefore, total profit plus total loss is equal to 0. Total profit is 8x plus total loss is minus 32,000 is equal to 0. This is an equation. A equation is having two sides. One is left hand side, another is right hand side. Terms which we can see in the left hand side are 8x plus minus 32,000. Term which we can see in the right hand side is 0. Here we can't add or subtract 8x and minus 32,000 because 8x is the algebraic term. Next step, write the 8x as it is. Multiply the operation sign plus by the sign of 32,000, the sign which is inside the bracket. So, plus into minus is equal to minus. Write the minus sign in the next step and write the 32,000. So, 8x minus 32,000 is equal to 0. To find out the value of the 8x, we should transfer the minus 32,000 to the right hand side. While transferring the numbers or terms from one side to another side, their sign will change. If the number is having minus sign, then it will change into plus sign. In the same way, if the number is having plus sign, then it will change into minus sign. Transfer the minus 32,000 to the right hand side. It will get plus sign. So, next step, 8x is equal to 0 plus 32,000. In the next step, write the 8x in expanded form. So, 8 into x is equal to 0 plus 32,000 is 32,000. Keep the x in the left hand side and carry the 8 to the right hand side. Here 8 was multiplied by the x, so it will take the place of denominator or divisor in the right hand side. So next step is x is equal to 32,000 divided by 8. Therefore answer is x is equal to 4,000. Here number of bags of white cement we have taken as x. Therefore, number of bags of white cement is equal to x is equal to 4,000. Now verify it. Profit on one bag of white cement is equal to rupees 8. Therefore, profit on 4,000 bags of white cement is equal to rupees 8 multiplied by 4,000. The answer is rupees 32,000. So, the profit is rupees 32,000. Your loss is minus 32,000 and profit is plus 32,000. When we add loss and profit, we'll get the answer as 0.